Hello everybody, and I've just got done doing my water changes. It's Friday, and I was sitting there thinking about what can I make videos on this weekend. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, this is like the introduction video of it. I don't want to call them secrets. The top tips for having a successful Planet Aquarium. So, I think the number one most important thing, and this all goes into keeping it simple. So, and where do you start with that? It's the light. Number one most important aspect of any Planet Aquarium is going to be which light you choose. Now, you can do this the easy way, or you can do this the hard way. And so this video is about to have success. You want your path to success to be the easiest way possible. Now once you master the basics and you do something, then you can go on to more advanced stuff if you choose to. But how to keep it simple. Number one is the light. Now remember, the light is going to play a big role in deciding what plants you can grow. So the brighter the light, the wider range of plants you can grow. Now, with that being said, brighter light is not necessarily better light. Now, I think that's a lot of problems. I think this is the main problem. People go out and, oh, I'm going to go get this $300 light, then I can grow anything and everything. Well, you just made your life and your chances at success go down significantly if you get the biggest, brightest light you can get. Your path to success is much easier going for just barely enough light to grow the basic plants. And that's what I've done times 27. Super easy low light plants. If I had a bunch of highlight tanks going on, that's all I'd do is work on fish tanks. But because I make these tanks as easy as I possibly can, if I can do it 27 times without any problems, well, there's always things that pop up, but if I can do it that many times, this many times, and still have success and put, I mean, each tank, I work and have a full-time job plus all this, so I mean, I gotta keep it all manageable. So keep in mind that. So if you go super bright light, you're always going to be fighting algae. It's going to be way harder to find the balance, and balance is key. So if you're new and you're struggling to find success, and you've already gone out and bought this super expensive light, and I have a buddy of mine who done that, and so you still want to keep your fancy expensive light, what you can do is raise it up. If you've already gone out and bought a super expensive light, just raise it up higher off the tank, so then the light intensity is down, and lower the period of time that you have the light on every day. That are the key tips for lights. Now remember, this is just part one. I'm going to do probably 2 or at least 3 videos, I think, this weekend talking about this. The light will get its own video, but this is just touching upon that. So you should probably, if you want to catch the rest of this, subscribe, and then you can find out all I got to say about the light. Second, and now I think this is just as important as the light. Keeping critters, plants and critters, whether it be shrimp, crabs, fish, guppies, whatever, keep what is compatible with your water. You know how much easier it is to, alright, like me, I have really hard water, and I tried a number of different plants, and part of this goes into research. Research is always key in everything. It's finding out what kind of water you have, and then search for species of plants and critters that are going to give you the best chances for success. Like, I know my water is super hard, so like for example, I have all this Pilomoss in all my tanks. I got tons and tons of it, but I have tried, you know how many different types of mosses I've tried over the years? Most mosses prefer softer water, and they don't do anything. I found this moss. Of all the mosses I tried, I got one little handful of this moss 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I got one little handful of all this moss. And I've just sold truckloads of it. I've given tons and tons of it away. I've got more of it than I know what to do with. And it's because I have success with it. I've tried other ones. They don't do that good, because they are not a huge fan of most mosses like softer water in my experience. And I have hard water. Same goes with fish. You got super hard water, you're not going to want to get species that need, like, if I tried to have Caridina shrimp, I would have to go through the whole RO, DO, remineralizing process, because my water is super hard. But Neos are very adaptable and need hard water. Well, not necessarily they need hard water, but they need some form of hardness in their water, and they're adaptable. And so this is what I keep, and I've had lots of success. So I just was like, alright, my first shrimp were these red shrimp, and I found out that worked. So then, knowing that Neocaridina and cherry shrimp are all the same, like, there's something to this shrimp and stuff. It's pretty awesome. It's very rewarding. So then I was like, I'm going to try this kind of shrimp. Then I got snowballs. Then I got blue dreams. Then I got this. Then I got that. Then I got that. So it's just trial and error and finding out, and research. First of all, research. Your water type matters. And if you want to make your life real easy and up your chances for success, start off getting plants. First of all, find out what kind of water you have, whether it be hard or soft, and then research up on the critters that are compatible with your water type, and you think you'll have the best success. It's always easier to put a square peg in a square hole than a round peg in a square hole, or vice versa. Just understand what you have and what you're dealing with, and then pick your plant selection accordingly to what you think, after your research, that you'll have the most success with. And part number 3 here is have yourself a decent filter. Sponge filter works for most planted tanks. Hang on backs, I love hang on backs, work. And in a planted tank, it's the maintenance, your filtration and maintenance. While filtration, say like a lot of people with like African cichlid tanks and all that, where all you got is rock piles and no plants, and you need a big, strong, powerful filter. You need all the extra biomedia because you don't have any of the plants helping out with the biological filtration. So in a planted tank, it's easier to get away with less filtration, but you still need movement. I see all these things about people, and of course my other thing, I'm a big proponent of water changes. Can you do planted tanks without doing water changes? Of course you can. People do it. People say they do it. But if you want to increase your chances for success, success is not always easy to come by. But if you're going to try to do some Wallstead method, no water changes, no filtration, none of that, you just made your job, you just made things 100 times harder on yourself. Water changes can cover up a lot of mistakes. Not necessarily mistakes, but yeah, they can cover up things that aren't perfect. So like for example, like if your tank gets overgrown and you got to do some trimming, things are going to get out of whack. It's all about balance with the plants and the water and the critters. It's all about balance. So maybe if you got a great big tank and you're only going to put in a handful of neon tetras in there, and maybe you'll probably be fine. If you got a 75 gallon and you put 20 neon tetras in there and that's all you got in there, you'll probably be alright. But there's also a balance with the critters and that kind of stuff. But you need to change water. You need to have a decent filtration, and you need to change water. I change my water every single week. Every single Friday I change my water. You just need to do it if you want to have the easiest path to success in having a planted tank. So like I said, there'll be more videos. I'll do a video. Those are my 3 tips. This is just a touch on the lights, the keeping stuff that's compatible with your water and maintenance. Then I'll go into depth on the next couple videos. I'll do 3 more videos talking about that, and then I'll make another video where I discuss the balance of it all. Balance is key. Balance is key, and everything ties into that. So this is the introductory, so make sure you subscribe, and if you haven't already, check out my website, markshellyaquatics.com. You can see all the stuff I have to offer for sale. Plants, shrimp, fish not yet, not in the winter, but when the weather warms up I'll have fish for sale as well. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.